Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham. I'm at the RIU Sydney Resources Roundup for 2024 and it's day one. As you can see, there's already a decent sort of a crowd in very early on, and we're just wandering around talking to different booth holders, what they're up to, where they're doing it and how everything's going. Stay tuned here because we've just got little snippets from everybody. They've all got something interesting to say. So yeah, have a watch of this and then make sure you tune in for the full interviews later on.
That's right. I mean, gold is very much, front and centre, whether it's east or west. Indians have been pretty good buyers, but also you're seeing some pretty striking flows in the COMEX and so on, where you're seeing some pretty decent pivots, notwithstanding the fact that interest rate expectations in terms of decline, not nearly as strong as they were at the beginning of the year. So gold's been fighting quite a few headwinds, but it's been doing pretty well nonetheless.
So the company's been around for a number of years now, has a really extensive tenement portfolio, and late last year we decided to focus on our terrific lithium and nickel opportunities we have in the portfolio. So we're fully funded for our 4 tenement drilling campaign this year. We've just finished drilling one of our lithium prospective tenements, and we've got 2 more that we'll be drilling in June, and then we're drilling a nickel gold copper prospect in the Fraser Range later in the year. So very exciting time ahead.
So we've got 16 high priority exploration targets defined. This is massive sulphide mineralisation. This is VMS type mineralisation. These VMSs occur in clusters. The 2 belts that we're working in, one of them there's 2 past producing VMSs, another belt there's 6 past producing VMSs. So where there's 2 there might be 3, in fact there might be 6, where there's 6 there might be 7 or 8. We actually own 2 of those 8 deposits that are known, so we're exploring along strike from them. We're exploring around them. We've got 16 high priority targets. We just need to accelerate our exploration activities because we're drilling diamond core to get the best possible geological information. 2 rigs just aren't testing these 16 targets that we've got fast enough.
Well, we listed back in 2020, just after COVID, and we listed with gold, nickel and copper projects in WA, and nothing's changed. We've focused on these projects because we think they've got really good value. And our main project, our flagship project, has always been our Gidgee project near Kalgoorlie. We're 15 k's out of Kalgoorlie. We're in between the Kalgoorlie Super Pit and Paddington. We're on the highway, so fantastic location. The project was really underexplored, when we got hold of it, believe it or not. And so we've found a fair bit of gold out there through air core drilling. And the key now is to try and find the bedrock source to that. So we've been, doing a little bit of bedrock drilling recently. The great thing with that project is we don't need to find a huge deposit because we're surrounded by processing plants. So there's a plant at Super Pit, there's a plant at Canowna Bell, there's a plant at Paddington, and there's even one at Mungari. So, we're really confident that we'll be able to find a deposit or 2 out there and then do a deal with someone to see it developed.
We're working on our PFS now, so that should be due out by the end of June. The forward plan is to look at sort of a 750,000 tonne per annum operation where we should have a sort of head grade around that sort of 4.5 to 5 grams per tonne, so it should be quite a productive mine.
Look, Paris is the primary asset in Investigator, 57 million ounces of silver in the ground. Today it's worth order of $2.5 billion of silver in the ground. And we're marching forward completing the DFS, and behind the scenes we've done things like complete the environmental survey that needs to be done. But importantly, we've signed a strategic alliance with Golding Contractors to plan and cost the mine process.
Yeah, very busy. So we put out a study about 18 months ago now. So last year, this was the first outing for those numbers. We have increased it twice since then. So we've increased the value of the estimated net present value of the project by over 40%. So now 826 million and 31% IRR pre-tax. That's been really driven by hard work. So we've been rebuilding the mine plans, rebuilding the resource, working with Komatsu and Joy Global to understand new mining methods and apply them here. So yeah, it's been a really busy year, and a 40% upgrade to the MPV is not a bad thing in 1 year.
Yeah, so at the moment we're about to go back in the middle of this year when the conditions allow. So you have a defined wet and dry season in Tanzania. So we're just finishing the wet season now. So once access is enabled again, we'll go back. And what we want to do is we found a gas cap at the top of the first well we drill. It's a structure that's about 9 kilometres by 4 kilometres, 20 odd metres thick, and we want to go and flow test that. And then with that data, and hopefully we're successful at flow testing that, we're talking to potential offtake parties, and then we'll sort of try and bring those two things together by the end of the year. They'll fund the downstream capital to separate and liquefy the helium and then buy it from us there. We'll obviously do the work to extract it out of the ground, drill the wells, etc.
The main advancement, I think, is exciting today. We've announced a VTEM survey that we're doing down at our Lort River project. We've found Nova Soli. It's in the Albany Fraser Belt, so we're in the right rocks, about 300 k's south of Nova. We've already got a conductor from a state government survey done last year, which is very exciting for us, and hopefully we'll find a few more and define that one and get in and drill it. So potentially a big nickel copper discovery if we're lucky.
Well, look, on the back of, it's been a bit of a lucky discovery to a degree. You know, we found some rare earths in Tassie. It didn't amount to much volumetrically, but we came looking in good old WA, and the Geological Survey provided us a great target between Yalgoo and Mount Magnet. And that's all culminated in a fantastic intersection, a record rare earth clay host intersection for Australia of 48 metres at over 3,000 ppm total rare earths. So that was announced back in early February, just before the Explorers Conference, and things have really taken off from there.
Yeah, look, we found a spodumene zone at the Boca project in an adit underground, so it's about 6 metres wide, so obviously that's an excellent target to start diamond drilling on, and that's what we've done, so yeah.
All right, good. All sounds very good. So we've got news, anticipating good news to come from that, let's hope. Yeah. All right. So that's Brazil. Where else in the portfolio are we operating?
Oh, look, we've also got a niobium project in Brazil that we're really excited about. We've managed to peg over 50,000 hectares of tenure alongside the known niobium mines over there, and we've found these interpreted circular features that we're really excited about. Whether they're carbonatites or not, we don't know, but again, I'll be getting up there in about 3 or 4 weeks' time to do some field work up there and have a good look at them and do some sampling, etc. So really excited by that. So.